Good morning, everyone. I am here to lead you through a little practice that is intended for when we first wake up in the morning. Our bodies are still tired and we're still sleepy. It's a very gentle yoga practice. It lasts about 15 minutes. So we're going to start in a nice, comfortable seated position. We're going to start and take our hands onto the floor. We're going to take a nice deep breath and lift our hands up and exhale. Down and again, up, deep into the belly, and exhale, down, and again, up, and last one, down. Now we're going to start out just by stretching our neck just a teeny bit. So we're going to bring our chin to our chest. Just take a nice breath and just slowly exhale. Feel that stretch down your cervical spine and then into the thoracic spine. And gently lift your head up. Now we're going to take a deep breath. And as we do, we're going to look up to the ceiling. If you get dizzy, you might want to just take your gaze to the top of the ceiling on the other side of the room. If you can, take it as far back as you feel comfortable. Bring your head back to normal. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to rotate our chin to our shoulder. And come back to the center. And again, rotate our chin to our shoulder. And back to the center. I'm going to take a deep breath. And as I exhale, I'm going to reach behind me with my right hand, placing my left hand on my knee. Nice deep breath into that stretch. Inhale up, back into center. We're going to exhale, left hand behind you, right hand on your knee. Deep breaths. We're going to inhale up. And we're going to exhale and fold forward. That's bringing our belly down to our knees, reaching out to the floor in front, trying to create a nice little lengthening through your spine. Couple of deep breaths here. And then we draw ourselves back up. Now we're going to bring our feet together in a butterfly. And we're just going to allow our hips to open up a little bit. Take a deep breath. One more. And exhale. And we're going to draw our knees together. We're going to turn sort of the length of our mat. We're going to bring our body down just nice and slow and draw our knees to our chest. We're going to circle about 8 circles. We're going clockwise first. Just kind of breathe naturally during this. And now we're going to go counterclockwise for 8. Okay, we're going to draw our right knee into our chest and extend our left leg down the length of the mat, allowing it to come to the floor. We're going to take a few deep breaths here. Now we're going to draw our left knee up and extend our right leg all the way down to the floor. Take some breaths. Now we're going to extend both legs out onto the mat. We're going to extend the hands over the head for what we call a morning stretch. Reach your fingers to the wall behind you. Reach your toes down to the floor. Good, bring everything in. Now we're going to slowly work our way up. You can roll over to your side and get up, or you can use your abs and bring yourself up nice and slow. Now we're going to move into a nice leg stretch, and this is for the back of our hamstrings and our calves. We're going to straighten our toes up, and we're going to bring them towards our face, so we have a nice flex going on in the foot. We're going to draw our hands out in front. From the very moment we start leaning forward, we're going to feel like we're hinging through our hip, and we're keeping our back tall. We're just going to start to feel a nice stretch down the back of that hamstring. Be careful you don't go too far. Go only as far as you feel comfortable. Take a nice breath and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. And as you exhale, see if you can fold a little further forward. Feel that stretch staying towards the wall on the other side of the room. You want to keep reaching straight across. Keep those shoulders down. Keep that back nice and straight. Now we're going to take a nice deep breath, and we're going to just let everything kind of ragdoll down, including our head. Bring the chin to the chest, and allow your head to move forward towards your feet. Some deep breaths. The toes are relaxed right now in a nice relaxed position. Now we're going to come up, draw up, hands go up into the air. Bring those hands back out in front of you. And now take a deep breath in and exhale as we move forward. Again, inhale and exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. And again, those toes can be flexed to increase that lengthening or stretching. Otherwise, you can relax your toes, whatever is best for you. Good, now we're going to draw ourselves back in. Turn to face the full length of your mat. And we're going to open up those legs. Now, same thing that we talked about before, lifting up our glutes. So what I do is I take my hands, place them on, and then I tip my hips back just a little bit. So that way I'm on my sits bones as I'm here. Now we're going to start by just moving forward very gently. Just start walking your hands out. Now again, I'm trying to hinge from the hips, keeping a flat back. I'm going to really feel this stretch going on through the back of my hamstrings and the insides of my thighs through here, through my abductor muscles. Now just kind of keep nice, relaxed feeling through your body as you're here. We're not trying to push it too hard. Just allow yourself to move forward just a little bit at a time. Good, now we're going to walk ourselves back up. Now we're going to flex and point your toes. Again, we're still trying to wake up a little bit, so we don't want this to be too extreme. Come back down one more time. Feel that nice stretch. Now come back up. We're going to draw our feet back in again. We're going to open back up into that butterfly with those feet. And now what we're going to do is a nice little sitting forward fold, bringing that head and that nose down towards your knees. Good, now we're going to come up from that. And we're going to go into what's called the mariachi twist. And the mariachi twist is a stretch for the hip. We can do it two ways. One, the easiest way to do it is to bring the foot across. It's about at the knee, and we place the pad of the foot on the floor. Then we sit up nice and tall, and we draw that opposite arm to wrap it around the knee and draw it towards the chest. Now, this position can work very well with the hip. We can increase it by taking your other foot and bringing it underneath us as if we were sitting cross-legged. Whatever one works for you, use that one first and try to do that on both legs. Now, we're going to hug that to our chest. Sit up nice and tall so I feel like I'm pressing my spine towards my leg. Very tall in the head, keeping those shoulders down. Take a nice deep breath and exhale. Good, and just allow that glute to just start to sink towards the ground. I like to imagine that when I'm breathing in, that I'm actually trying to breathe into that area, and then as I exhale, I allow those muscles to just start releasing some of that tension. Couple breathes. And I'm talking a lot right now because we're going to hold this for just a little while longer. So instead of a whole lot of silence, I'm filling it. Now we're going to turn to our right. We're just going to do a little bit deeper twist than we did before. Right hand goes behind us, left hand comes over, and we're going to rotate, looking in that direction. Taking a couple of deep breaths. Good. Now we're going to come through the center. We're going to actually rotate to the other direction. One more breath. Good. Now you're going to come back to the center. We're going to bring those legs and we're going to give them a switch. So whatever leg you had over the top, you want to make sure that that is underneath you and the other one is across. Take a hold of that with the opposite arm and just allow yourself to sit down into that hip. Couple of deep breaths. Just close your eyes, feel your breathing. Feel that muscle relaxing. Couple more breaths. That way we make sure we give each side equal time. Good. Now we're going to come, we're going to go into our twist. To the right first, right hand behind, left hand in front. Then moving through. And back to the center. Now we're going to draw those legs back up, kind of shake them out a little bit. One more time, let's open up into butterfly. You might find that this feels just a little bit easier than it did before. We're going to draw down. Take some deep breaths. Good. We're going to come back up. Extend those legs out one more time. Lift yourself up so you're nice and seated and take yourself forward. Again, this might feel just a little bit easier as those muscles are getting a little longer. We're going to come back up from that. Turn over, roll onto our knees into a hands, knees, toes. And remember, if you have any wrist issues, please feel free to just double that mat up, and you can place it underneath the pads of and the heels of your hands. It takes a lot of pressure off of your wrists. So in this position right here, when we inhale, we're going to bring our top of our head and our tailbone to the ceiling as we drop our belly and we create an arch in our back. And as we come back through, we inhale. We roll our shoulders forward, we take our gaze between our leg, our navel, our belly button moves up into the spine so we get this nice rounded back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. And exhale. Come back to neutral position. Now we're going to be going into what we call the kidney squeeze. The way we do this is we draw our right shoulder to start. I'm going to be doing it with the opposite shoulder just so you can actually see. But take your shoulder blade and feel as if you are closing it to your hip. Now it's going to put a little squeeze in the back area and the kidney area. You take your head and look back in that direction. Take a couple of breaths. This is good for flushing the kidneys, which is a good thing to do first thing in the morning. Good, come back to the center. Now we're gonna go the other way, take a deep breath. And exhale, drawing that left shoulder to the left hip. Deep breath. Good, come back to the center. Do some cat-cows and inhale for your cow, exhale for the cat. And from this position, we're going to bring our big toes together and just open up the knees slightly and bring ourselves back to child's pose. We'll leave those hands just resting on our sides, right next to our ears. And just take a moment and relax. We're going to slowly come up into our hands and feet, and then we're going to walk our feet up. And we're going to forward fold. Just going to allow our body to just hang there and keep those knees soft a little bit if your back of your legs are feeling real tight. Now we're going to come up in a flat back monkey. And exhale for forward fold. Inhale, flat back monkey. Exhale, forward fold. And one more time, we're going to inhale and bring our hands up. We call it reverse swan dive, all the way up to the top. Just going to take a nice deep breath. Now we're going to bring those elbows down, almost like in a goalpost, and we're going to open up that chest and that throat. Draw our hands up again. We're going to turn to face the front. Bring our hands down. Now we're going to go into mountain pose. So as we hit our mountain pose, make sure those feet are hips width distance apart. Make sure that feel that you're bringing your thighs towards each other, navels into your spine, lift up through that chest, drop those shoulders back and down. Now we're going to inhale up. Now you can keep your hands straight in the air, or you can reach for your wrist, and we're going to stretch over to our right. A couple of nice breaths. Inhale up. And exhale, stretch over to your left. And inhale up. We're going to go down. A little swan dive action down to a forward fold. Soften those knees, come up very slowly, one vertebra at a time. Continue those arms up into the air. And draw those hands back down to chest. Come back down to our mat. And we're just going to take some moments to take some breaths now that we've woken ourselves up a little bit and gotten our body a little warmed up. Now, hopefully move through our day a little more gracefully. So let's take a deep breath up. And draw those hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me for practice today. Namaste.